Your belief or faith is the element that determines the action of your subconscious mind. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to struggle financially? No matter how hard they work, trapped in a perpetual cycle of poverty, living in poverty is not just a lifestyle, it's your choices and actions. In this eye-opening video, we'll uncover the shocking truths behind poverty that most people overlook. From hidden mindsets to societal traps. Stick around. This will change everything you thought you knew about wealth. So, what are some of the key factors that contribute to persistent poverty? Well, for one, mindset plays a huge role. Our minds are incredibly powerful, and our mindset plays a significant role in our financial lives. If we believe we're destined to be poor, or that we'll never be able to afford a certain lifestyle, then that's exactly what will manifest in our reality. On the other hand, if we believe that we deserve financial abundance and freedom, well, then we're more likely to take the necessary steps to achieve it. We've got to shift our mindset from one of scarcity to one of abundance, and from fear to faith. This toxic belief system holds us back from pursuing our financial goals and dreams. Have you ever heard the saying, "Show me your friends, and I'll tell you who you are"? Well, this simply means the environment and people you associate with have a tremendous impact on who you are and how you perceive the world. You might not have noticed it, but everything you say and do is brought about through your subconscious mind. You embody what your parents and peers teach you, which is reflected in your mannerisms and customs. How many of your actions do you believe are based on just your own choices and decisions and not based on the external environment? For example, we were told as children that to make money, to be successful and wealthy is solely about going to school, getting a good education, and working hard. While hard work is certainly important, it's not the only factor in play. There are plenty of people out there who work incredibly hard and still struggle to make ends meet. So, what's missing? The problem lies in our own mindset and beliefs about money, wealth, and success. Becoming wealthy requires a combination of hard work, strategy, and a deep understanding of how money works. The perspective in which the poor and wealthy view finance is at the opposite ends of the spectrum. It's no secret that the poor and the rich see the same situation differently. For example, you've probably heard someone say, "I can't afford that," or "It's too expensive." Maybe it was your parents, spouse, or a friend, maybe even you. But the truth is we've all heard this before. The distinction here is that a rich person who has a rich mindset thinks in the opposite direction. Instead of saying, "I can't afford it," they seek out what actions are needed to get to that point of affordability. The lingo of the rich and poor are very different. The rich use proactive language such as "I can," "I will," "I control my own actions," and henceforth, the poor-minded individual uses only "I can't," "There's nothing I can do." How many times have you said these words yourself? Money is a tool to create opportunities, a means to solve conflict and problems. The way in which money is used amongst the poor versus rich is completely different. One invests their money, taking advantage of compounded interest and creating multiple income streams, and the other spends it recklessly without thinking twice. Don't get me wrong, many simply do not have enough funds to get by, but if they apply the correct steps promptly, they can achieve great things. However, individuals who become successful know there is a key distinction between what they want versus what they need. The rich spend money with the future in mind, while the poor spend money with only the present in mind, not being able to see the light at the end of the tunnel. Individuals with a poor mentality may work paycheck to paycheck and may spend everything they earn or even more, in turn getting into debt that they cannot control. Wealth is not only for the lucky few. It is not reserved for those who were born into wealthy families or who have some kind of special talent. But the reality is, anyone can build wealth, regardless of their background or circumstances. Think of the most successful people you know, such as Eminem, Andrew Carnegie, Jeff Bezos, Steve Harvey, Oprah. These are all individuals who started with nothing and have made the most of what they got to build an empire. It's all about developing the right mindset, acquiring the necessary knowledge, and taking consistent action towards your financial goals. We've all heard the phrase, money is the root of all evil, right? And that wealth is somehow immoral or selfish. It's time to flip that script. Money, in and of itself, is neutral. It's what we do with it that matters. When used responsibly, wealth can be a powerful tool for good, allowing us to live our lives to the fullest, support our loved ones, and make a positive impact on the world. Let me ask you if you believe that no matter what you do, you cannot change your circumstances, that you are bound to be a victim. If your answer is yes, I'm here to tell you that's not true. And if you say no, you're one step closer to success. You see, the thing is this: no matter what your circumstances are, you are the captain of your ship, the master of your soul. Henry Ford. The poor-minded individual believes that the world is unfair, unjust, and that life is out to get them. They sit around and complain about how awful things are and never take necessary steps to better themselves. Many believe that failure is a reflection of their worth, leading to a fear of taking risks. Embracing failure is a stepping stone to success. Learn from mistakes rather than fearing them. Once you're faced with temporary defeat, never quit. Every obstacle is a path, an opportunity to improve and be better. Taking calculated decisions to improve one's well-being is one of the key habits of the wealthy. It might and certainly will be difficult, but where this belief comes in, as mentioned earlier, you are the captain of your ship, the master of your soul. Henry Ford. Your belief plays a vital role in where you will end up. If you tell yourself that success is out of real reach, you will remain trapped. However, believing the opposite will have a significant impact on who you are. Another common misconception is that financial success is solely dependent on natural talent or intelligence. But that is simply not true. Financial literacy is a skill that can be learned, just like any other skill. The truth is, many people lack the knowledge and strategies to effectively manage their finances, leading to a perpetual cycle of poverty. And it's not because they're not smart or capable. It's simply because they've never been taught how to thrive financially. However, the wealthy understand that there is much more to learn, and every opportunity is a new avenue to learn from everyone around them. On the other hand, a person with a poor mentality deludes themselves into believing that they know it all and they can never be wrong. They are not open to new ideas and different ways of viewing things. This is something that successful people understand completely because they are open-minded and are willing to apply themselves to gain new skills and insight. People with a poor mentality refuse to do this. They themselves are closed-minded and are quick to jump to conclusions and speak irrationally. There is always an opportunity to gain new insight. The striking disparity between the financial habits of the rich and poor highlights the crucial role of financial literacy. The difference in habits between the rich and the poor are often pronounced, especially when it comes to financial literacy. From investing early to budgeting wisely, the rich cultivate habits that leads to financial freedom. They track their expenses and save diligently. For example, many successful people follow the 50-30-20 rule. 50% of their income goes to necessities, 30% to wants, and 20% to savings and investments. These small, consistent habits compound over time, leading to significant wealth. By analyzing these habits that set the wealthy apart from those facing financial challenges, you can unlock powerful insights into effective money management and wealth building. Embracing this knowledge can empower you to cultivate practices that pave the way for a prosperous future. The wealthy often innovate, creating opportunities rather than just consuming what's available. They think outside the box, while others may settle for the status quo. Whether it's launching a new business, developing a product, or finding a unique investment strategy. In contrast, many simply consume, accepting the status quo without exploring new possibilities. Which one are you? Finally, let's talk about attitudes towards challenges. The rich see challenges as opportunities for growth, understanding that iron shapes iron, while the poor might see them as roadblocks. The poor often quit once they feel uncomfortable, being too comfortable with where they are, making them unproductive. Sometimes you must remove yourself from your comfort zone to reach new heights. As the saying goes, no pain, no gain. You must understand that anything worth achieving is going to be challenging at first. For example, you're learning a new trick or game. It's going to take some time to master and develop that new skill. At first, you will feel uneasy and get frustrated, but this is just short-term discomfort. It won't last. Eventually, you will get the handle of things. That's when you start to prosper. Shift your mindset from one fearing challenges and discomforts to one embracing it. We've got to stop perpetuating these misconceptions and start getting real about what it takes to build wealth. It's not just about working hard or being lucky. It's about making intentional decisions about how we live our lives, how we manage money, and how we invest in ourselves. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. Aristotle. To clarify any misconceptions, not everyone fits the stereotype. There are a lot of poor individuals with a rich mindset and wealthy individuals with a poor mindset. But what truly separates high achievers are the habits and mannerisms they portray. If there is one thing that you must remember from this video, this is: there is no effectiveness without discipline, and there is no discipline without character. Stephen R. Covey, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Keep this in mind. The road to success is not a destination, but a journey. If you find this video helpful, give us a thumbs up, subscribe for more insights, and share your thoughts below. Let's start building our wealth together.